Hey team, I have a surprise unboxing to do today. This item, well, it's something that I use actually one of every day at work and absolutely love the brand. It feels super like, I don't know, just fancy. Anyway, without further ado, now, just first of all, on this is one of, there actually is another one coming. So I'm gonna open this and then I'll explain it. This is for our trip to America, which is in October. Sorry, nothing to lose and a world to see. How cool is that? Okay, so if you haven't already worked it out, it is a suitcase. It is a carry-on suitcase. So the checked one is still coming. This is one of their limited edition colors, which I've been super keen on for quite a while now. And I just decided Rhett also got hers in the colors that she's wanted for quite some time as well. And so here we are now with mine. Anyway. Look at this color. Now, I actually think there's something inside this as well. So all July luggage comes with a dust bag to store it in. You've obviously got your little cards and stuff. Now this one here is I think it's just called the Carry-On Pro, I think is, or just the Carry-On. One of the things that I love about my crew suitcase, which is a July as well, this same one, is that you can have multiple different adjustments of the handle. Why is that? There we go. But also, one of my other favorite little features is the charged power bank. Oh, this one's different. Oh, okay, so this is different to my other one. It's got two USB-C, there's no USB, which is fine for me because my iPhone is USB, so that works. Let's open it up. I love this color. Like, love this color. There should be. Yeah. I believe inside here. Oh, the inside of this is so pretty. Yes, I'll open this one in a second. I'm just wanting to show you guys inside. I think it might be easier for me to, let me just turn this around. All right, so here we have the interior of the bag. Isn't this beautiful? The like, I don't know, would you call that bone color with the pink? It's quite nice. So this is exactly how my crew suitcase looks inside as well. I love it. So if you ever go through security and they need to check something, the best part about the setup of this suitcase is when they open your suitcase, nothing falls out, because when you open it, you've got in this side, it's all kept in, and same within this side. There is nothing that will fall out, and then you can just undo whichever side you need to undo to get to whatever it is that you need to get to. So this here is meant to be like a compression thing. So you put your items in here. Usually in this side, I'll try and just put my more softer things like clothing. And then this goes over top. You clip this strap with this, clip it up. It's a little hard to do with one hand. And then you pull this to compress it and tighten it down. Yeah, in here there should also be, yeah. So this is just your charging cord for your power bank. Now, the good part about the power bank on these is it is removable. So if you are going somewhere where you can't have one, because I think there are some places, I know on the Balis you're not allowed to use them, but you can have them, but you can't use them. I'm not 100% sure why. I need to find that out because I'm doing a Bali again tomorrow. Anyway, another cute thing that they have here, excuse all of the dishes in the sink there, gross. And I use this in my cruise suitcase like literally all the time. This is a dirty laundry bag, and so it will just separate your dirty laundry and keep it like the smell, it keeps the smell contained. It's also like if you've got wet stuff as well, you can pop it in there. But yeah, I use this all the time, and then you can clip it into underneath here as well. I don't really use that feature, but I mean it's an option, and then it just sits back in here when you're not using it. They've come up with everything, honestly. This suitcase is so nice. Look at these wheels. The wheels are one of the things that I do really love about the Julys. Anyway, let me get to this one now. I'm just going to turn the camera around one. All right, so we've also got this little box that was inside. Again, I know what this is. It's part of this order. Made for every day. This is super cute. It's the everyday tote bag. Now I have this one, not in this color though. I've got it's like a cream color in the big one, which is really good for like, I guess, big travel trips where you're going to be needing access to certain things in your travels. But this one here is a good one for your shorter travels, as in like, say I'm just going up to Cairns to see my family or something like that. In here I can very easily fit maybe my Nintendo Switch, my phone, and my AirPods and charger cord. Yeah, but I really love my big one that I've got. So this one here just kind of, I guess, adds to the family. And I thought that it would be a nice little addition just to go with the pink. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. How cute! My pants are kind of matchy at the moment, which is kind of cute. I didn't plan that. Yeah, so I have got, as I said, there is one more suitcase to come, which is the checked size. It was a back-ordered item, which should start to ship from, I think, the 15th of this month. So keep an eye out for that one, and I'll show you that one when it comes. Yeah, I haven't actually had the checked in this one before. I've had the checked in the trunk. I had the trunk set. I don't know if you guys remember, I took it to New Zealand last year. It was a big brown trunk set. So the carry-on and the trunk checked. It was amazing. I had it for a good year, I think, and I used it on, I think, 1 or 2 trips. And I loved it. The only problem was with the trunk, you can't pack it inside each other when you put it away. And for cruises, the trunk, the checked one, doesn't fit underneath the beds. So, which is quite annoying space-wise. So hence why changing to the normal instead of the trunks now. Me again. I've put my other July top bag on my suitcase just to see how it looks, and I think the color scheme goes there, especially with my little My Melody on it. But I did want to just come and chat a little bit more about luggage. Obviously, every single day of my working life, I deal with cabin baggage and cabin bags. I also carry my own every day at work. So when I travel, I always travel with a checked suitcase, a carry-on suitcase. I'll take checked ones if I'm doing more international stuff, but most of the time I'll usually only take a carry-on. I have mastered packing a carry-on size suitcase for up to a week, possibly even a little bit more than a week, because that's what I do for work. I don't take a checked bag apart from the Japan trips I was, because I would get shopping in Japan. But I'll always have a carry-on size with me. Even at work, my suitcase is a carry-on size. Now the reasoning for this, and actually I did have one of my friends made a good point, that it's hard to get stuff out of the checked suitcase, so what's the point? And you're right, it is. I would never carry my checked suitcase and put all of the things in it that I'm going to need to access during flight. So my checked suitcase is either, if I'm not traveling with my carry-on suitcase is if I'm not traveling with a checked suitcase first of all. But if I am traveling with a checked suitcase, I'll always have spare clothing and shoes in my carry-on suitcase, just in case my luggage doesn't come, because you'll always have your carry-on with you. It follows you, you take it, so you'll always have that. So in those situations where your luggage doesn't show up that's meant to, the one that you've checked in, at least you've got stuff with you in your carry-on. But also, if you are just carrying a carry-on bag with you, because like I said, I can go up to a week, maybe a bit more, just with a carry-on bag, then you don't have to worry about checking a suitcase, which when you're staff traveling, sometimes checking a suitcase can be a bit more stressful, because sometimes you don't actually know if you're going to get on the flight, and then you kind of start to worry. Usually I know they're pretty good, and it usually, if you don't get on, your bag doesn't get on, and if you do get on, they then load the bag on last. But it's just less stress if you're not traveling, staff travel with a checked bag. Again, I will if it's international, but domestic flying, usually I'll just take a carry-on. And then, so if you do have a checked bag and you've got your carry-on, like I said, I always have spare clothing in my carry-on for just in case I get to my destination and my suitcase hasn't arrived. I've got stuff in there if need be. The stuff that I need to access during flight, because I'll always have a handbag as well. Usually for the bigger ones, this is the handbag that I take, but there is the handbag that I got today. Let me show you. This little one for more of my less big flights. So ones where I don't think I'm gonna want my iPad, usually I won't. Usually I'm happy just using my phone. And all I really need to put in here is my phone, maybe some car keys, my Switch will fit in here, my AirPods and some charging cords. And then just maybe a light jumper, but usually most of the time I've got my jumper on anyway when I'm flying. So yeah, I'll use this one for like the smaller flights, but the bigger, longer flights, say I was flying over to Perth or an international flight, that's when I bring this one so I can fit more things. Passport, bigger like travel wallets, iPad fits in that one, big jackets and jumpers will fit in that one as well. And then the suitcase goes up in the overhead, and then this one here just goes under the seat in front of me, so it's accessible. I don't have to get up to get anything out of the overhead throughout the flight, because everything I need through the flight will be in this one here, which is just under the seat in front of me and easily accessible. Anyway, I hope these tips help, because I know sometimes traveling for some people can be quite stressful in not knowing what to do, what to pack and what to bring. But I can guarantee you, for most flights, no matter who you're traveling with or what airline, things that you will probably need quick access to might be things like an iPad, definitely your mobile phone, a charging cord, or possibly a couple of charging cords depending. So for me, my AirPods and my phone have 2 different charging cords, because my AirPods have the old iPhone charging cord, but my phone has the new USB-C one. So I bring 2 different charging cords so I can charge both. And my iPad also uses the same as my phone as well to charge. So I bring charging cords, quick access for a flight, always a jumper, always a pen. Usually I'll bring just a small pencil case with a couple of different pens in it. My travel wallet, which keeps my passport and all of my cards and stuff in it. And yeah, if you've got anything like a Nintendo Switch or like a small portable game console thing, usually they're quite handy, especially on the longer flights. Yeah, so those are the sort of things that I would recommend packing in your handbags, or the bags that are going to go on like under the seat in front of you. And then things like just spare underwear, bras, a spare pair of shoes, some pajamas, a t-shirt and shorts, maybe even a pair of swimmers, I would pack in my carry-on suitcase, as a just in case my suitcase doesn't arrive, if you're checking a suitcase. If you're not checking a suitcase, then all of your stuff would then go in that suitcase, that carry-on suitcase. Hot tip, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below if this has been helpful for you at all or not. I know there's a lot of crew here, so if you guys have any other tips, message me and let me know, and maybe there are things that I can share a little bit later on as well.